welcome to Copenhagen. Thanks for dropping in. Hope everybody is doing well. Today I am having a Black Friday sneak peek at TIE Fighter from Diamond Art Club. When I do these unboxing videos, I am always very aware of people who are new to diamond painting. Either people who are just thinking about taking diamond painting up as a hobby and they're randomly searching YouTube for videos, or people who have done a few small kits and they're beginning to think about stepping things up a bit. But mainly it's people who have never seen a Diamond Art Club kit, because Diamond Art Club are very different from the other companies. So I'll talk about pretty much everything in the video. It will take time, so I have broken the video down into chapters. So people that know about Diamond Art Club will probably skip maybe to the drills to see the colours, but definitely to the canvas, because that's what everybody wants to see, and that is absolutely fine. But on the way, I talk about a lot of things about Diamond Art Club and explain why they are different from the other diamond painting companies. So after saying that, if you do order from Diamond Art Club, you will receive a box like this. You will not receive a grey plastic bag. Branded box, Diamond Art Club, do what makes you sparkle, diamondartclub.com, obviously the website, at Diamond Art Club on Instagram, and Diamond Art Club on Facebook. Inside this box, you will find another box. That box will have a rendering of the kit that you have bought. In this case, it is TIE Fighter. So we can have a look at the box. So this is a rendering to give you an idea what the diamond painting will look like. We have a full-sized thumbnail. Below that we have TIE Fighter, 22 inches by 33 inches, 56 centimeters, 55.6 centimeters, 83.7 by 83.7 centimeters. DIY Diamond Art Kit round, all inclusive, see back for contents. Now this box is a bit different from the standard boxes. The standard boxes, this section is pink if it's round, or pale blue if it's square. Because this is Star Wars, it has to be different, and it is white with black text. So we have a little image there of Mr. Vader. We'll have a look at the sides, because the graphic does wrap around. So we have Unleash Your Inner Artist, and then a bit more of that graphic. And then on the other side, again, more of the graphic. But this time we get a bit more information. Full diamond coverage area, so the whole canvas is covered in drills. It's not a partial. Then we have 47 colours, including 1 Aurora Borealis and 4 fairy dust diamonds. Now, if you are new to diamond painting and you don't know what Aurora Borealis or fairy dust diamonds are, I'll talk about it later on in the video. Total diamonds, 61,408. And then we have Disney, StarWars.com, copyright and trademark, Lucasfilm Limited. I think it says film. I'll find out. So, licensed Star Wars kit. On the back, we have how it works, 6 step-by-step instructions. Kit contents. Warning, choking hazard, contains small parts. Keep out of the reach of small children. You don't want them accidentally mistaking these brightly coloured drills for candy and swallowing them. So keep out of reach of the kids. Third party tested for compliance with EU and USA standards. So Diamond Art Club's kits are tested by an independent authority to ensure that they meet the EU and USA standards. So they don't have any chemicals that they shouldn't have, and they don't have any excess chemicals. Everything is within the EU and USA regulations. I do not know of any other diamond painting company that has this on their box. And then that's pretty much it. So if we look at the top of the box, obviously we have Star Wars, and on the bottom we have a very small thumbnail, the title and the canvas size. Now the reason they put this on the end of the box is because a lot of people buy kits when they see them because they really like them and they want to make sure they get them. A lot of Diamond Art Club kits sell out, and some of them never come back, and some will get restocked, and sometimes it can take months. So to make sure they get the kits they really like, people tend to buy them and keep them until they're ready to work on them. So if you've got a few boxes and you've got them laying down and stacked up, you're covering everything. So if you have the details on the end of the box, all you have to do is look along the ends of the boxes to find the one that you want. Makes things a lot easier. So the box is wrapped in cellophane to keep everything nice and clean inside, so no dust or anything can get in. So the first thing we have to do is remove the cellophane. So try not to scratch the box. So remove the cellophane so we can get in and see what is inside this box. Ooh, sorry about that. It does not want to open. Use the force. Okay, so this box is a bit different again, because normally the Diamond Art Club boxes open at the ends. But because this is a special box, it opens in the middle. So we have these little tabs, pull them out, and then we should be able to open it. And that is it. So we'll open it up, and inside we have the canvas. Turn it around so it's the right way. So we have Diamond Art Club, Do What Makes You Sparkle, and we have the toolkit. So I'll talk about the toolkit first, because Diamond Art Club toolkit is very different from the other companies. So this is Diamond Art Club's toolkit, and I'm just going to get a generic one. If you've been diamond painting and you're quite new, you've been buying small kits just from random companies, you are probably familiar with this toolkit, where you get a pink plastic straw with a nylon tip and a brass insert, a little green tray, and a piece of pink wax. So you can see just the size of the tray, if nothing else. The Diamond Art Club kit is very different. They do not use the plastic straw, which I think pretty much all other companies use. Diamond Art Club looked at it and thought, we can do better than this. And they designed an ergonomic pen that's a lot thicker, and it's designed to be more comfortable to hold for a long time. The tray is also much bigger. It also comes with a lid and a stopper. Just everything has been upgraded. The Diamond Art Club pen does not use pink wax in the way that these pens do. You don't push the pen into the wax and pick up a little piece. The pen actually has the wax inside. So because it is so different, I have a video that's dedicated to the Diamond Art Club toolkit. In that video, I show everything that's in the kit, and especially the pen. I take the pen apart show how it works, and also show how to refill it. So to save time in this video, I've added a link in the description. If you haven't seen Diamond Art Club's toolkit, I suggest you have a look just to see how different it is. So that is the toolkit, sort of. We'll go back to the box and we'll take out the canvas. So underneath we have something pink. So before we look at that, I just want to go over the packaging again. Again, if you have been diamond painting, try and compare it to what you've been receiving from other companies. So if you order from Diamond Art Club, you get a box, not a bag. Inside that box will be another box. In this case, it is just another box. With the standard boxes, you actually get a box inside. So normally they are triple boxed, but Disney like to be different. So this box opens sideways. Still, double boxed is a lot more than most other companies do. So very well protected. Oh, I wasn't going to talk about this. I am jumping the gun. I was going to talk about the pink thing that was inside it, which was this. So we have Diamond Art Club, do what makes you sparkle. Thank you for your purchase. We have a sparkly little diamond. If we flip it over, thank you for your purchase again. Another sparkly little diamond, but this time the diamond folds up. So if I just fold it, and we can open the envelope. So the diamond acts as a lock. So open it up, and inside we have something very shiny. So we'll talk about that first. So this is a Diamond Art Club Treasure Quest card. So we have the graphic of the kit, and we have Star Wars TIE Fighter trademark, 22 inches by 33 inches, 55.6 centimeters by 83.7 centimeters. If we flip it over, we have Diamond Art Club Treasure Quest cards, and this one is bronze. The Treasure Quest cards are not guaranteed in the kits. So when you're opening a box, you're wondering, did I get a card? And then you're wondering which level, because they come in different levels, starting at bronze, silver, gold, and then the rarest one is black. The back has a scratch area, so you can scratch this off and you get a unique code. Below that we have a QR code. If you scan the QR code, it will take you to the section on the Diamond Art Club website where you can enter these codes. But the idea is you collect cards as you get more diamond paintings, and if you collect 5 bronze, 3 silver and 1 gold, you can scan the QR code and then put in all of the unique codes. You don't put them in as you get the kits, like get one and get one in a month. You wait until you've got what you need. So 5 bronze, 3 silver and 1 gold. Scan the QR code, scratch off the area, and then put all the codes in. When you do that, you will get a $50 discount code. That is the lowest level. The next one up is $75, then $100, then $200. And the top one is that Diamond Art Club will create a custom diamond painting for you. That is very unique because Diamond Art Club do not do custom kits. They will only do them if you have collected the correct combination of cards, and they will not do any copyrighted material for obvious reasons. But if you have a picture, a photograph that you really like of maybe your pet cat or dog, got to be fair, any other animal, to be even fairer, or the kids, or a wedding, or anniversary, or a vacation place, or just something that means something to you, you can send that in to Diamond Art Club and they will create a custom kit. Now, that is worth $400. So that is, I would say, the big prize. But so that is pretty much, that's a brief rundown. I do have a video that goes into more detail about them. So if you're interested, I'll put a link in the description and you can have a look at that. So in this case, I got a bronze TIE Fighter diamond painting, treasure quest card of a diamond painting. The reason I said diamond painting was because I was going to say the card that you get will be of the kit that you bought. They aren't random cards, so you know which card you're going to get if you get a card in the kit. You just don't know which level. So that is Diamond Art Club's treasure quest cards. We'll go back to the canvas. So the canvas comes in a resealable bag and the drills are inside the canvas. So if we flip it over, there is a glue strip near the top. So we just need to find the edge and then gently peel it, because if you rip it too aggressively, you can tear a hole in the bag, which you don't want, because you may take it out and have a look at it, but not actually be ready to work on it. So you can take it out, have a look at it, roll it back up, put it back in the bag, reseal it, put it back in the box, and then it'll stay nice and clean until you're ready to actually work on it. So I'll take the canvas out. Now again, if you have been diamond painting and you do decide to try Diamond Art Club, when you take the canvas out of the bag, you will notice it is very different from the kits that you've been doing. It is very soft. It's almost like velvet on the back. Very high quality. It is also patented, so it is Diamond Art Club's canvas. Nobody else does a canvas like this. It has the scalloped edges and it has stitching around the outside to make sure that the canvas does not fray. So we'll tip it up and have a look at the drills. So Diamond Art Club drills are also very different. I did say that there are a lot of things that are different, and the reason I go through all this again is for people who have never seen Diamond Art Club and don't really know much about them. So we get the drills in a resealable bag that you will never seal again once you open it. We have a label with the name of the kit, so you can be absolutely sure that you've got the correct drills. So it says TIE Fighter, so we have the right drills. So as I said, this is a resealable bag, but once you open it up, it's very unlikely that you're going to put the drills back in it. I know that I don't. So the hard part is finding the glue strip, and it is noisy. So just open it up, unroll it. This one is determined not to open. So these are Diamond Art Club drills. Diamond Art Club drills are different from any other company because Diamond Art Club manufacture their own drills. They buy high quality resin from Germany and manufacture their own drills. The reason they do that is they want to be absolutely sure about the quality. They want to make sure the drills are uniform. They don't have different sizes. They don't have little tabs on them, and they are very vibrant in colour. The other companies get drills that come from suppliers, so they don't have control over the quality of the drills that they get, and they can be a bit off at times, or a lot of times, with some companies. The drills can be misshapen, so the squares, instead of being like square, are sort of off. They have a lot of little tabs on them. The drills can be different sizes, so they don't really work that well. They can even be different heights. You can sometimes get drills that are higher than other drills. Diamond Art Club drills are very, very uniform. And the colours are very vibrant. And I think we're going to see that in this kit because it looks like we've got some very bright colours in this. So the bags only have the DMC code. They don't have colour number 1, colour number 2. It's just the DMC codes, and they don't run in sequence. They don't start at the lowest and go to the highest because the drills are bagged by weight. So when you're looking through them, you might wonder, why are they all mixed up? But I'm going to go through them so we can see the colours, and surprisingly we start with black. DMC 310 is black. So we'll have a look at them. So I'll take out the first string, put these to the side. So how many bags of black do you think you've got for Star Wars diamond painting? So DMC 310, 310, 310, 310, and that's it. So we have 4 bags of 310. Then we have 823, 741, 3371, 317, AB 972. A lot of ABs. Again, for people who are new to diamond painting, AB is short for Aurora Borealis, where the sky changes colours. The reason they're given that name is because they have a special coating on them that reflects different colours as you walk past. So these are yellow, but if I tilt the drills, I can see metallic green, gold, red, purple. I think that's it. So these reflect metallic colours, which are very bright. So as you're walking past your diamond painting and it's hanging up on the wall, you'll just see these sudden flashes of different colours. It's a really nice effect. I really like the AB drills. So next, 6030. This is also different. 6000 series doesn't exist in the standard DMC codes. The 6000 series are colours that Diamond Art Club have made themselves. Diamond Art Club hand render the kits. That means they receive the artwork and then they have a team of people who basically rebuild the artwork and they decide on the colours. So they'll be working on it and they'll be looking at something that maybe goes through, fades through a colour, and they'll think, yeah, it goes from this to this, but there's a different colour in the middle, just slightly different. The standard DMC codes don't match, so they actually manufacture a colour that will fit. So that means that the blending is really smooth because they're not just saying, well, that's close enough, we'll use that. They'll look at it, they'll say, okay, we need a slightly darker or slightly lighter or whatever, and they will make it so that it works on that diamond painting. So if you see 6000 series in your kit, you know that it is a unique colour to Diamond Art Club. Next we have 920, 740, very bright orange, 921, 3857, we've got a twist, 3857, so we have 2 3857, Z744. The Z codes are what they call fairy dust. These drills also have a special coating, but this time it is like a micro glitter. It's a very, very fine glitter on the surface of the drill. It's not glitter as in when you touch it, you get little sparkly bits on your fingers. It's on the drill, it doesn't come off. So when you walk past, normally with a standard drill, a facet or face on the drill will reflect light. The light will hit it, it will bounce, and you will see a white sparkle. With these, that is broken up into tiny, tiny flecks of light, so it gives a different effect. So it adds something extra to the diamond painting. So that is fairy dust, and you know that because it has the Z code. So that was Z744. Then we have 414, 725, another very bright yellow, 918, Z906. So a very bright green, and again fairy dust with that sparkle. So I'll put these to the side and we'll go to the next string. So we have DMC 333, 6021, so again a unique colour from Diamond Art Club, 939, 413, 700, a very rich green, 415, 3776, 699, 318, 704, 3854, Z762. So again, another fairy dust with that micro glitter finish. 550, 926, 890, Z772. That's a nice green. So again, we have that micro glitter finish. 3842, 3856, 3827, 3865. And then we get to the final string with the small bags. 632, 3770, very, very bright, rich blue, 995, 3772, 3064, 407, 3844, 813, 301, 517, 3771. So these are all of the colours in the kit. So we have good old 310, which is no surprise, it's a Star Wars kit, but some very, very bright colours, these greens and these yellows, a lot of ABs and a lot of fairy dust. So there's going to be a lot of sparkle and metallic twinkling in this one, but quite a contrast from black. That is going to be very, very bright. So that's the drills. So I forgot to look at something else that was on the envelope. So we'll go back to the envelope. Inside we have this. I'll talk about that in a minute. We'll just talk about the envelope. So inside the envelope we have tips and tricks. So if you're new to diamond painting, or even if you're not, you can have a read at this. Maybe you'll pick up something. And then we have the socials, Instagram, Facebook, Pinterest, TikTok, at Diamond Art Club, and the website diamondartclub.com. Inside, join our Facebook group, so you can scan the QR code and join the Diamond Art Club Facebook group, where you can catch up with everything that's going on with Diamond Art Club and get to meet thousands of other diamond painters from all around the world. Then we have how to use and refill the twist and pick applicator, and again step-by-step instructions if you are totally new to diamond painting, basically how to diamond paint. We have the kit contents, and then we have save 20% off your first app purchase. So we have two QR codes, one for iPhone, one for Android. Scan the relevant code, download the Diamond Art Club app and have a browse. If you see a kit or kits that you would like to buy, you will get a 20% discount. Now, that only applies on your first purchase through the app. Definitely worth using, 20% off. So that is the envelope. The other thing that was inside the envelope was this. So we have a nice big diamond Dark Club, Do What Makes You Sparkle, TIE Fighter, copyright Lucasfilms, Star Wars, trademark Star Wars. So licensed artwork. Flip it over, we have start date, end date, a nice high resolution thumbnail of the kit. So you can see where this bright green is, contrasting against that black background, which will make those colours really stand out. So we have diamond colours 47, diamond shape round, canvas size 22 inches by 33 inches, 55.6 centimetres by 83.7 centimetres. All of these are pre-cut labels, even the diamond. You can take that out and stick it on a book or whatever, I don't know. Then we have the Diamond Dark Club Do What Makes You Sparkle, also a sticker. Then we have the title with the artist. The idea of this is that you can peel these off and put them in a logbook. A lot of people keep a physical logbook, as in a book with paper pages. So they would take off the title, put it at the top of the page, take off the thumbnail, put that on the page wherever they want. I would put it to the right, I don't know why. And then they can have the start date, end date. It's always worth noting that, because people will always ask, how long did that take? I take diamond paintings into work on a regular basis, roughly every month, maybe slightly a bit, it depends what I'm working on, but a month to 2 months. And every one I take in, they always ask me, how long did that take? So worth keeping a note. And then the details of the diamond painting. So then you have a book with all the kits that you've got, all the titles, all the thumbnails, all the details, and everything is in the same font, the same colour, looks very neat and tidy. So if you have a friend over and they start asking you about your diamond painting, you can get your logbook out and they can flick through it and they can see the kits you've got, they can see the ones you've done, they can see how long they took. So inside, we have the key or the legend. I have always called it the key, but I think most people call it the legend. In here, we can see how many colours are in the kit. So the column says number, so it starts at 1 and it goes to 47. So we have 47 colours in this kit. The next one is symbol. These are the symbols that you will see on the canvas, so you know where to place the different colours. Code is DMC code. DMC code is a standard way of numbering a specific shade of a colour, which is important. If you're working on the kit and you are short of drills, maybe you spilled some by accident at some point, or it can happen sometimes you're just a few drills short, you can contact Diamond Dark Club and say to them, I was working on this kit and I'm short of drills, I need however many. And they will send you replacement drills for free. Now, if you're working on the kit and you run out of blue, for example, you contact Diamond Dark Club, you say, I'm working on this kit and I've run out of blue. The problem is they don't know which shade of blue, because in this kit we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 shades of blue. They don't know which one that you're short of. So if you contact them and say, I'm working on this kit and I am short of DMC code 995, they know exactly which shade it is. They will send you a bag of DMC 995 so you can finish your kit and it will be the same colour. So that's why the DMC codes are important, because they denote the exact colour. 310 is black, always black. Any company that uses DMC codes, 310 is black, 813 is that shade of blue. The difference is 6021, 6030, no other company has those colours. because Diamond DAC Club make the 6000 series. So these are pre-cut labels. So if I go down to 100, as I usually do, and peel it up, you can see pre-cut. The idea of that is when you're kitting up or getting ready to start your kit, you can peel these labels off and stick them on the bags, or if you have containers, you can stick them on the container and then pour the relevant DMC code into that container. Then you just go to the next one, the next one, the next one, the next one. By the end, you have labels on every container or bag. It just speeds things up, and it means you don't have to try and handwrite labels or try and draw symbols or anything like that. You just peel it off, stick it on, pour the drills in, it's done. So that is what was inside the key or the legend. So I'll put it back in the envelope, and I'll put the treasure quest card back in as well. So all I do is fold it back up, fold the diamond, pop it through, and the envelope is locked. This isn't just a gimmick. There is a real purpose for this. The envelope is made of card, it's not paper. So when you put the drills inside and you lock it, it's nice and sturdy. It stops the drills from getting squashed or pressing against each other. If they do get squashed, they can lift up and start to stick to each other, and it's very difficult to get them apart without tearing them. So the envelope is there to protect the labels. So that is the Diamond Art Club thank you envelope. Very different from the other companies. So now we're getting closer to the canvas. So the first thing I have to do is figure out how it's been rolled. So we're starting at the bottom this time. So because it has a clear sheet on top, I need to switch lights off, because if I don't, we'll just get lights reflecting and you'll just see big white areas and won't be able to see the actual print. So switch this light off and this light. So down to one light, which should be okay. So we'll start to roll it up. We'll roll it out. Oh, that was bright. So already you can see a lot of very bright colours, eventually going to black. So yes, very fiery. So very, very bright. And that will look even brighter against this background. The background, I'm pretty sure, is black. So when you get these bright colours against the black, it really makes them stand out. And then here we have all that green. It's actually bigger than I thought it was going to be. It's pretty long or tall. So we can see the TIE fighter here, and then these are the wings. So nearly made it. So I've discovered when you take the canvas out, it will tend to try and roll back. So all I do is put my phone case on the corner so it doesn't cause a shadow. Move it back a bit, and then we can see better. So lots of black in this. The thing about Diamond Art Club Black is it's actually one of my favourites because it is so shiny, because the drills reflect really well, bright white against the black. The first time I really saw them when they started working on the drills and making their own was Batman. And Batman has a lot of black in it, and the black drills were the ones that impressed me the most because the contrast of this jet black. I mean, they're not sort of greyish black, they're black, really black. And then you get the pure white reflection. It looks really, really nice. And then the contrast to that, we've got these greens. very, very bright. We've got fairy dust, we've got the ABs as well. It's going to be a very eye-catching diamond painting. And we've even got blue in the background as well. But I think it's going to look really nice. I mean, Star Wars fans are going to love this. I can see this going up in a lot of dens, computer gaming rooms, that sort of thing. It's very bold. It's not definitely not a dull, dark diamond painting. It's just an iconic picture. Really nice. This is just going to be so bright. I'm going to have all those ABs in here as well, so we'll get all these metallic colours flashing. It's going to be really cool. So, not a huge amount of colour, 47 colours. A lot of times with Diamond Art Club, you're in the 70s, 80s, even 90s, and I know that at least one has 100 different colours. So, 47 different colours in this one. So I want to talk about this bottom left hand corner. So we have TIE Fighter trademark, 22 inches by 33 inches, 55.6 centimetres by 83.7 centimetres. Copyright and trademark Lucasfilm Limited / Diamond Art Club registered trademark. Licensed artwork. Diamond Art Club only produce licensed artwork. They have produced licensed artwork since they started over 7 years ago, and that was their vision, to create high quality diamond paintings and licensed diamond paintings. So they actually work with the artists, or in this case the companies. So they will get the artwork, the team will hand render it, and they will send it back to the original artist or the company for approval. The company will look at it and decide, is this good enough? Lucasfilm and Disney have very high standards for any company wanting to create anything with their name on it. So they look at it, they say, yes, we are happy with that. They send it back to Diamond Art Club, and then Diamond Art Club then can go into production. Because the kits are licensed, it means that the companies or the artists get revenue. So it's another avenue for the artists, where they can maybe reach people who normally probably wouldn't look at their artwork. Star Wars is a bit different, because everybody knows about Star Wars, but most of the artists that Diamond Art Club work with are independent artists, and it gives them a chance to let, I've called it before, a niche market. Diamond painters, I would say we are definitely, it's a niche hobby. Nobody at work knew what diamond painting was when I took it in. They'd never seen anything like it before. They didn't know anybody that did it. They knew about cross stitch, but cross stitch has been going for hundreds of years. So diamond painting is still relatively new, but when artists release diamond paintings, they see the interest in their artwork, and they might be encouraged to release more artwork. And that is a very good thing for us, because then we start to get more art. They work with a lot of artists who have different subjects that they like, the different styles as well. So it opens things up for us a lot. So you can see different styles. Sometimes you see things that you just never imagined. It's really nice to see such a wide range and variety. And people do find artists that really appeal to them, and some people will actually start to collect the artwork of a specific artist. And there are quite a few that work with Diamond Art Club that do have people who are just waiting on the next one coming out. So I think it's a really good thing, because the artists are getting revenue from it. and the quality of the diamond painting has to be really good because it is basically authorized by the artist, or in this case the company. But as I said, Disney and Lucasfilms have very high standards. They don't just give license to anybody. You have to be very good at what you do, and Diamond Art Club are definitely good enough. So that is licensing. The other thing that I want to talk about, again, talking about things that are different for people that may never have seen a Diamond Art Club kit. Normally with the diamond paintings, most companies now do poured glue, and you get a clear cover. All the other companies, the cover is one piece and it covers the whole canvas. So some people will work it, they'll lift the canvas up and get to the part they want to work on and work it and then put it back. But a lot of people will use what they call washi tape, which I thought I had lost, but I just found it. They use washi tape, which looks a bit like this. The washi tape comes in just limitless colours, patterns, designs. This is just one that I just happened to pick up that actually matches this very well. So the washi tape is not the stickiest tape you've ever used. I call it wishy-washy tape because it isn't that sticky, but it is sticky enough to stick to the clear cover. So what some people do, and a lot of people, they will use the washi tape on the clear cover and they will make a grid. So they'll put a strip down, 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 and then across, so they make a grid. Then they will cut up the washi tape, because with the clear covers, it's like trying to cut cellophane. When you start to cut it, it tends to just wander where it wants to go. It's difficult to cut a straight line. So they put the tape down and they cut up the tape, and then they can cut straight lines and cut out sections to work on. Other people will use what they call release papers, and I'll just pull some out because this is what I used to do. I used to use release papers. So you have these release papers. So what some people do is they take off the clear cover and they cover the canvas with release papers. So you cover it in reverse order of how you work it. So I normally start in the bottom right hand corner. That's where I just prefer to start. So I would have these release papers stuck on the glue. Obviously the clear cover is there so nothing sticks, but this would be the last three that I put down. So what I would do is just, you always overlap it as well so it's easy to pick up, because if you put it like that, it's all stuck to the glue and it's difficult to get a hold of it. So when you're putting them down, make sure you overlap them to give you something to catch. So I would imagine the whole thing's covered. I would start in this corner, so I would take off this sheet, I would work on this. If I didn't finish it, I would put the release paper back on. I would press it down on the glue to hold it in place. And then that would cover the drills that I've already placed. It would stop any dust or hairs or anything getting in between the drills. Come back, take off again, finish it. Now, the thing is, when you finish it, it's all drills and no glue. So when you put your cover sheet on top and you bump it, it's like this. There's no glue, so it just gets knocked off. So dust and crumbs and hairs can get in between the drills while you're working on your next section. But the way that I worked it was, I would do one and then I would finish it, and then I would do another one, I would finish it, and another one, and just work like that. So Diamond Art Club are well aware of how people work on their diamond paintings, and they thought, can we do something to make life easier? So they came up with the idea of a perforated cover. So even though this cover comes up as one big sheet, it has these grey lines, and these are where the perforations are. So all you have to do is put your finger on one side and pull up with the other side. You can hear it tearing. Now the first perforation happens to be there on this one. Once you get away from the edges, these squares are 10 centimeters by 10 centimeters, but they never line up exactly. You always have these. Sometimes it makes it shorter than a square, sometimes it's a square and a bit. It's just random. So I just look to see how it's landed. I've got that section, it's a bit small, so I would take it up. So just hold that side, pull it up, whoops, don't let it go, and then we get to the top. Crease it. The release paper, I always call it release paper because I think of it as clear release paper. The cover will not flip back. So you don't have to use cover minders, you don't have to set things on it to stop it flipping back, which the normal big sheet would do. So then you can work on it, don't finish it, put it back over, keeps everything nice and clean, stops anything sticking to the glue, keeps your drills nice and clean. Then I would, once I'd finished that section, I would tear this one up, not tearing the top, because then I can always fold it back. That's the advantage. You can't do that with release papers. Once you've done a section, you've got the release paper, it won't stick. These don't either, but because they're attached, you can just flip them back. So they work really well, and only Diamond DAC Club do this. Only Diamond DAC Club has perforated cover sheets. And that's one of the things that I like. I like the fact that Diamond DAC Club look at things, and they looked at the pen and thought, it's got to be something more comfortable than a plastic straw, holding that for hours. So they came up with a pen that is much more ergonomic. The tray as well, especially those green trays, they have angled sides and they flip over really easy. Anybody that's used them will know what I'm talking about. You accidentally touch the side, it flips. The drills are on the glue, they're on the floor. And then you have to pick them up and start again. Diamond DAC Club tray has straight sides, it's much bigger, so it's much more stable. You can actually sit your hand on the edge of the tray when you're diamond painting and it won't flip over. So they look at things and they think, yeah, okay, that tray, that flipping over, really annoying. You can't put that many drills in it, so they made a bigger tray, straight sides. They've also got a lid, so you can leave your tray out with the lid on. You don't get any dust building up if you leave it out overnight. So they look at things and they look to improve. So they have done that with the clear cover as well. And I really like that. I like the fact that the Diamond DAC Club don't just sit back and just do the same old as every other company and churn out plastic straws, probably because they cost next to nothing. But Diamond DAC Club will spend the money in modifying things. So I really like that. They're really dedicated to what they do. So I think that is pretty much it. I did say the video was going to be long, and I know that most people will have skipped most of it, but that's fine. But hopefully some people who don't know about Diamond DAC Club or are new to diamond painting have learned a few things, and that's why I do it. So the last thing that I want to do is have a close-up look at the canvas so we can see how they have put these colours together and we can check the print quality. I will not concentrate on this section. I don't think anybody just wants to look at a whole section of black. I think I will find something with a bit more colour. So yeah, so I'm going to set up, I'll have the camera very close so we can see how they've put the colours together, and it gives you an idea of what it would be like to work on the kit. So now we are having a very close look at the canvas so we can see the quality of the print. As I said, I'm not going to aim for the TIE Fighter wing, which is pretty much all black. So some nice bright colours there to start with. And then as we come up, we can see how they've blended these colours, all these reds into yellow to just gradually fade. There's no like sudden changes. And then we get to the sort of complicated part where we get to the wing of the TIE Fighter, where all these struts come together, and you can see how they've blended all these different colours to give that effect. And I'm pretty sure there's some fairy dust in here, if I remember correctly. There's some grey fairy dust, so we're going to have that extra sparkle. But you can see how it's all put together. Now we're getting to the black. You can see the black on the right hand side there, and we're just coming up into that green. These yellows and reds and greens are going to be extremely bright. We've also got blue and purple in the background as well, so it isn't all black. I think it is going to be a very, very bright, bold diamond painting, and I would say it's going to be a must for any Star Wars fans out there. So that was a Black Friday sneak peek at TIE Fighter from Diamond Art Club. So yeah, it actually is a very bright diamond painting. There is quite a bit of black in it. I think it was 4 bags. But when you look at the close-up, you can see there are plenty of colours in this, but plenty of scope for people who use multiplacers. If you're looking for a bit of practice with your multiplacing, this one could be definitely the one that takes you from novice to grandmaster. By the time you finish this with your multiplacer, you will be an expert. But the single placers as well, you can practice your checkerboard technique. Yeah, it is very bright. I like the fact that a lot of it in the background is black. As I said, the black is extremely sparkly. I found that when I did Batman. The black drills were actually the ones that impressed me the most. But when you've got that black background and then these very, very bright yellows, reds and greens, it's really going to stand out. You won't miss this when you walk into a room. Definitely one, obviously, for Star Wars fans. I can see, as I said, a lot of dens and gaming rooms having this in the background. Just very, very bright, and it's Star Wars. What else can I say? So that is it for today. It is a sneak peek, so it is not yet available on the Diamond Art Club website. And I still have to check my notes because the times are just so different from the sort of normal releases, but because it's Black Friday, everything is different. So this will be available on Thursday, November the 27th at 9 p.m. PST for Ruby and Diamond members. If you do not know what Ruby and Diamond members are, it will be up on general release on Friday, November the 28th at 7 a.m. PST. Now remember, it is PST. If you are not in the PST time zone, you are going to have to check Google and find out what that time is for you. If you see any of the Black Friday releases, if you have seen any of the previews and you've seen some that you really want, if you're a Star Wars fan, for example, and you're looking to get this one, make sure you set your alarm because there is huge demand. 111 releases, which is crazy, but it's like this every year. So a lot of people looking at a lot of kits. So if you really want something, make sure that you are there nice and sharp. So that's it for today. If you enjoyed the video and you want to see more unboxings, unbaggings, comparisons, reviews, maybe a few sneak peeks, please remember to subscribe and hit the notification button. If you do that, you will get a little message when a new video goes up. I have a lot of stuff to record, so there will be a lot of new videos coming up. So that's it for today. Thanks for watching, and in the meantime, take care, be safe, and may the Force be with you.